by all means necessary, we feel we've come to that point now where again and again, uh, a generation will be given the opportunity to reshape the country. And that generation at this point in time um, is here. Past generations have done their best. They do what they can do, and they shape it based on what they know. This present generation is doing their best, and they will shape it based on what they know. And if you look at what they know, they have abilities beyond measures. If you just need to look at the interaction we have on all socials, for instance, either coming from within Nigeria or outside Nigeria, the Nigerian conversation is very rich, it's very robust, it's very engaging. It's one that has projected itself to birth a reality, a possibility, dare I say, a change in the mindset of these actual people as well. So we cannot be frivolous with this reality. We have to discuss this reality. We have to engage on these realities. You know, there's always a parallel thing happening. So where we have the situations where, fair enough, we're not that brilliant at the moment. The country is in shambles, if we want to call a spade a spade. But the conversations must happen in addendum with what is possible. So while we are going through this nation building process, as I would call it, we still have to gauge these possibilities because those are the ones that would help us map out, these realities.
Thank you for this particular setup. Everywhere in the social media, a lot of things are going on, but I'm happy we are having a conversation about one of the most important countries in the world, looking at the future. Nigeria sits at a very prominent place in view of what will unfold, in the whole world. If we're able to put our house together, we'll overcome our long lingering challenges and be able to launch ourselves into a new season, that the world could look up to. And I believe this lies on the emerging generation, of Nigerians to really understand their identity, their national identity, and their strength as a people, based on the qualities that nature has bestowed on them. And I believe that if they rise up to who they are, understand what they need to do in view of the purpose of their country, Nigeria, I'm sure that in next few years, there will be this reference to Nigeria as one of the greatest nations in the world, because that's they fall within that range. The fact that things have not worked in favor of Nigeria and Nigerians is because we've lost the essence of leadership. That's, let me say, our forefathers have not really put on ground what is supposed to lay a solid foundation for that which we expected. But if they didn't do it because they don't have the knowledge and wherewithal, so now a generation must rise, to take what belongs to them. Destiny is never lost. It can only be delayed. But as far as you are willing to access it, it's always waiting for us. So I believe that this present generation of Nigerians, especially with what we are doing, awakening the mindset and bringing people together to reason and then act, I believe that in no distant time we'll begin to see a society that will become very functional and be able to become a reference point to other people, especially the African nations. Thank you.
That is the essence of this kind of conversation. Like I said, thank you for joining us, Chris. That is the essence of this conversation, is to really, really start bringing the possibilities of an absolute reality that has been projected for time immemorial. That at some point, a particular country will get to a point where it must tip the scale towards greatness. It must tip the scale towards possibilities. It must tip the scale towards citizens rising up to say, we want this, we want that, we want